Oh, Mr. Chuck Schumer. I had called your office, and your secretary was very nice, but it was clear they didn't care less what I had to say. So, I'm sending you an open letter this way so that you can understand clearly what I think about the subject of your new Immigration Reform Act that you are trying to push through Congress with the alleged Gang of Eight, as they call them. I think you might want to reconsider that. As I recall, when you become a senator, you take an oath of office. Oh, right. Vito Lopez took an oath of office, right? You helped cover up for him beautifully, didn't you? It seems to me that you're more concerned about power than you are about the United States Constitution. Now, I'd like you to consider very carefully the fact that we are now living in a recession, almost certainly a depression, despite what all the number crunchers and wonks are trying to tell us. There are millions of people unemployed. I work in an urban environment. I work with a lot of people who tell me all about their family members. A lot of people come into the place I work who do not have jobs, and they're trying to get jobs. You have this lie that the business community promulgates saying, nobody will do those jobs. If the people who need the jobs done will pay what needs to be paid to do the jobs, people will do them. And when you're desperate, you'll work for very little. A lot of people are desperate, Mr. Schumer. I thought I'd bring to your attention something else. How have Democrats in the past handled high unemployment and immigration? Well, allow me to remind you. Oh, remember this guy? You know, Franklin Delano Roosevelt. Very highly regarded in the Democratic Party, isn't he? Wasn't he? Yes. What did he do during the Great Depression? Oh, right. He had a large program in which they deported Mexicans wholesale back to Mexico so that Americans could have jobs, Mr. Schumer. I mean, it would be nice if you'd respond to me, so I'm sorry I have to talk to you this way. There's another thing also. Do we need to reform our immigration laws? I think what we need to do is enforce the current laws we have. Build a proper border fence. Why not something like they did in East Germany? You know, barbed wire, nice lovely open areas, well lit. That would produce quite a few jobs for our people, wouldn't it?